Ivory Coast elections, final rule or forever rule. Africa, a land of youthful dreams, led by presidents old enough to be their grandfathers. A continent full of life, but often governed by leaders who seem to fear change more than chaos. Turn our focus to Ivory Coast, where yet another election has come and gone, and President Alassane Ouattara has once again claimed victory. But beneath the calm of the streets, beneath the smiling portraits and the official results, lies a question that echoes across Africa. Is this Ouattara's final rule, or his forever rule? The official numbers tell one story, but the silence of the people tells another. Ouattara won with nearly 90% of the vote. A landslide, they called it. A triumph of experience. Yet voter turnout was barely above half of the registered population. For many Ivorians, the election didn't feel like a choice. It felt like déjà vu. Once again, the same faces, the same names, the same promises, while the youth, who make up nearly 70% of the country's population, watched from the sidelines, some voting reluctantly, others staying home altogether. To understand this, we must go back to 2010, when Alassane Ouattara's rise to power came after a bloody post-election crisis that left over 3,000 people dead. Ivory Coast emerged from that nightmare deeply divided, along ethnic, political, and regional lines. For many, Ouattara represented stability, recovery, and a new beginning. And indeed, in his first years, the economy grew. Roads were rebuilt, the capital looked brighter. But as the years went on, stability became a tool of survival, not for the nation, but for the leadership itself. Opposition figures were exiled, jailed, or disqualified. Political competition shrank, and democracy, once revived, began to fade into a ritual of routine victories. So when Ouattara announced he would run again, after promising to step down, many Ivorians asked, how many times can a promise be broken before trust disappears? The government argued that the new constitution reset his term limits. Critics said it was a manipulation of law and legacy. But in a region where leaders bend constitutions like paper, who was really surprised? The African News headline captured it perfectly: Ouattara's final rule or forever rule. It's a question that now defines politics not only in Côte d'Ivoire, but across the continent. From Cameroon's Paul Biya, now in his 90s and still holding office after more than 4 decades, to Uganda's Yoweri Museveni, who has ruled since 1986, to Congo's Sassou Nguesso, who has been in and out of power since the 1970s. Africa is witnessing a generational standoff, the old refusing to leave and the young refusing to give up. The African News analysis went further, asking, why do old presidents still win? And the answer is both simple and tragic. They win because the systems are built to protect them. They win because opposition parties are weakened, divided, or silenced. They win because electoral commissions are loyal, not neutral. And they win because so many young people have lost faith in the ballot. The victory of the old has become the defeat of hope. In Ivory Coast, the youth speak of unemployment, of rising costs, of political fatigue. Many of them see migration, not participation, as their only path forward.